Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Cosby High School versus St. Anne's Belfield. Let's play.
Hello and welcome to Battle of the Brains, Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our teams are playing for a total of $20,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation, the winning team receiving $10,000 for their school. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. They've made it through round one. The academic athletes joining us today are the Titans of Cosby High School, coached by Marsha Borden and Tony Palambella. Cosby High School is a public school in Midlothian, which is in Chesterfield County. Designated as a National Blue Ribbon School, there are more than 2,000 students enrolled in grades 9 through 12. Also with us today, the Saints of St. Anne's Belfield School, coached by Laura Robertson, David Gray, and Susan Gallander. Located in Charlottesville, St. Anne's Belfield School is a co-educational day and boarding school serving students in preschool through grade 12. St. Anne's Belfield has offered a multi-dimensional education experience in a diverse school community for more than 100 years. It's great to have all these students here with us today playing Battle of the Brains. Our match will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players will buzz in, wait for me to call on them before giving their answer. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction, but there's no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, good luck. Let's start the first toss-up round. Our first question, how many strings are there on a standard ukulele? Cooper.
4.
Correct. Among his legendary labors were the slaying of the Nemean lion. Cooper.
Hercules.
Correct. Which National Hockey League team plays its home games in Philadelphia? Ben.
Flyers.
The Flyers is correct. During the 1961 Bay of Pigs invasion, exiles from which Caribbean country? Ari.
Cuba.
Correct. Tried unsuccessfully to overthrow their country's government. Don't ever tell anybody anything, says the main character in J.D. Salinger's 1951 novel. Kate.
Catcher in the Rye.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Cosby. 1951 novel, The Catcher in the Rye. What is this character's full name? Siddharth.
Holden Caulfield.
Correct. With the 1993 secession of its former province Eritrea, what Horn of Africa country, Ari,
Ethiopia,
became landlocked? That is correct. This vocal range is used by Sarastro in The Magic Flute, Mephistopheles in Faust, and the title character of The Mikado. Barry White and Isaac Hayes also possess what lowest masculine singing voice? Cooper.
bass.
Correct. These biopolymeric structures are made up of complex combinations of amino acids linked by peptide bonds. Cooper.
Proteins.
That is correct. They came to the colonies by agreeing to work without pay for 7 years. Henry.
Indentured servants.
That is correct. Contract laborers. What is the more commonly used name for a section of the ulnar nerve that crosses the elbow? Siddharth.
The funny bone.
That is correct. At over 12,000 feet, what is the highest mountain in Japan? Henry.
Mount Ito.
That is incorrect. Ben?
Mount Fuji.
That is correct. Which part of your automobile converts mechanical energy into alternating current? Ben?
Battery.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Henry?
Alternator.
That is correct. All right, teams, watch and listen carefully to a video question from the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. You must wait until the questions asked completely before you buzz in.
His best-selling album, All Eyes on Me, was the first double album in rap music history. Name this influential West Coast rapper and actor who was killed by a drive-by shooting in 1996.
Connor.
Tupac.
That is correct, Tupac Shakur. What Asian civil religion, considered more of a philosophy by some, has no church, no clergy, and no established places for worship? Henry.
Confucianism.
That is correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. With respect to x, what is the derivative of the expression x cubed minus 3x squared plus 1? Connor.
2x minus 3.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Cooper?
3x squared minus 6x.
That is correct. It is made from chickpeas, tahini, olive oil. Kate?
Hummus.
That's the recipe for hummus, yes. The region of the United States known as New England is thought to have been named by what English adventurer who is more closely associated with Jamestown and the colony of Virginia? Ben?
John Smith.
Correct. How many points are awarded for making a free throw in a game of basketball? Cooper?
1.
Correct. Which Revolutionary War era governor of Virginia lobbied against the ratification of the U.S. Constitution? Connor.
Patrick Henry.
Correct. What does a dendrochronologist study? Cooper.
The dating of trees.
That is correct. Tree rings. An outlier is a value far from others in a data set. Spell outlier. Siddharth.
Outlier.
That is correct. In sports, what do the initials LPGA stand for? Ben.
Ladies Professional Golf Association.
That is correct. And that buzzer is the end of our first toss-up round. Good job by our team so far, but a lot more questions yet to come. Up next, we'll introduce today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Watch full episodes on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Cosby High School with 90 points, and our team from St. Anne's Belfield School with 120 points. And we're going to get back to our match and more questions just ahead, but first we want you to meet today's players. Let's start out by introducing our team from Cosby High School. They are the Titans. Their coaches are Marcia Borden and Tony Palambella. First up on our team is Connor Preciado, who is a junior, enjoys debating, swimming, politics, history, enjoys the study of Latin, likes to learn and to travel. Next up is Megan Moore, who is a senior. Megan plans to attend college, but not quite sure what she wants to do yet. Participates in the Cosby Theater program and enjoys reading and journaling in her free time. Our team captain for the Cosby team is Ben Sharp, who is a junior and enjoys playing golf, watching hockey, and spending time with friends. Would like to study business in college. And wrapping up our team from Cosby High School is Siddharth Anarup, who is a senior who aspires to become an emergency medicine physician. Would like to attend VCU or UVA, and hobbies right now include playing sports and reading. That's our team from Cosby High School. Great to have them back with us for round two. Now let's meet our team from St. Anne's Belfield. They are the Saints. Their coaches are Susan Gallander, David Gray, and Laura Robertson. First up is Kate Chang, who is a junior, is a member of the St. Anne's Thespian Society, is also a participant in Model UN and the Creative Writing Club. Our team captain is Cooper Stansel, who is a senior who enjoys mountain biking, computer science, and theater. Other interests include reading and engineering, and congratulations, Cooper will be attending UVA next year. Ari Castello is a junior who is a member of the Model UN Club and editor of the school's newspaper. Other interests include learning languages and likes to volunteer with service dogs. And wrapping up our St. Anne's team is Henry Dozier, who is a junior, is a member of the St. Anne's Honor Council and the school's orchestra, enjoys volunteering with the local fire company, and is also a writer for the school's newspaper. And welcome to our team from St. Anne's Belfield. Now, for our category round, each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they will receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, take a look. These are today's categories from which you may choose. They are first names, occupations, valleys, and it's goo. Yes, it's goo. And we do note in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. Per our rules, the high score team gets first choice of category, so that is Cooper's team with St. Anne's Belfield. Talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you would like to play.
We'd like to do first name / occupations, please.
All right. Give the far more famous first name of the person associated with the specified occupation and last name. Poet Alighieri.
Dante.
Dante.
That is correct. Singer Ciccone.
Pass.
That would be Madonna. Purple Rain music icon Nelson.
Jimmy.
That would be Prince. U.S. President Cleveland.
Grover.
Correct. Singer, last name Fenty.
Pass.
That would be Rihanna. Sculptor Buonarroti.
Michelangelo.
Correct. Egyptian Queen Thea Philopator.
Cleopatra.
Correct. Revolutionary Guevara.
Che.
Correct. Emperor Bonaparte.
Napoleon.
Correct. And finally, Spider-Man, Dune, and Euphoria actress Coleman.
Ron.
That would be Zendaya. We only know her by one name, right? All right, good job on our category by St. Anne's Belfield. Cosby, you will either take Valleys or It's Goo. Ben, talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what you'd like to play.
It's Goo.
All right. The answers will contain the letters G-O-O in succession.
Okay.
The first is a canine Disney character.
Goofy.
Correct. Internet search engine.
Google.
Correct. 1985 Spielberg movie.
Good Will Hunting.
That would be Goonies.
Oh, Goonies.
Has a collection of nursery rhymes.
Pass.
Mother Goose. Another name for a peanut.
Pass.
That would be a goober. The opposite of bad.
Good.
Correct. 10 to the 100th power.
Google, yeah.
Google is correct, yes. Rikki Tikki Tavi was this type of animal.
Gerbil.
Be a mongoose. A lake in a coral island is called this.
Lagoon.
Lagoon is correct. And finally, the opposite of hello.
Goodbye.
That is correct. It was goo, wasn't it? All right, good job by our teams in the category round. Up next, another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains comes back. Stay right here.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Cosby High School with 120 points. Our team from St. Anne's Belfield School with 150 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round for our teams. And just a reminder for them, you do lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team then gets the chance to answer. And there's no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. Name the longest major poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, published in 1798. Kate.
Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
Rime of the Ancient Mariner is correct. Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night is the most famous work of what? Kate.
Thomas.
Dylan Thomas is correct, Welsh poet. Physicists call the current theory or explanation of the fundamental building blocks of matter the Standard Model. According to this theory, what are the two basic components from which all matter is made? Ben.
Atoms and ions.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Cooper?
The strong and weak forces.
They are quarks and leptons. Werowocomoco was the site on the York River in present-day Gloucester County where John Smith was supposed to have first met Pocahontas. In 1607, during the establishment of Jamestown, it's believed to have been the center or capital of what powerful Indian chief? Cooper.
Powhatan.
Correct. In the 1959 Walt Disney film, what was Sleeping Beauty's name? Kate.
Aurora.
Aurora is correct, or Briar Rose. All right, teams, watch and listen carefully for another video question from the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And again, wait until the question is asked completely before buzzing in.
Justin Timberlake was a member of what 1990s male vocal group?
Siddharth.
NSYNC.
That is correct, NSYNC. A monument to which aviation pioneers is located in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Cooper.
The Wright brothers.
Correct. Of the three periods of the Mesozoic era, which time period preceded the Jurassic? Siddharth.
The Triassic.
That is correct. There are only three words in the English language that end with the letters G-R-Y. One is hungry. What are the other two? Henry.
Angry and tangy? No.
That is
yeah.
incorrect. Cosby? Ben?
Angry and hangry.
That is correct. A combination of the first one, hungry, angry, and hangry. Which one of Jim Henson's Muppets had a fondness for chickens, trumpets, and blowing himself? Ben?
Gonzo.
Correct. Blowing himself out of a cannon. Gonzo the Great. Planet Earth's air is mainly composed of what two elements? Siddharth.
Nitrogen and oxygen.
That is correct. Argon is the third. The timberline separates the forest from which northern biome? Cooper.
Tundra.
That is correct. Types include alpine and Arctic. The equation P times V equal to the nRT. Siddharth.
Ideal gas law.
That is correct. Which son of the biblical Abraham was considered to be the patriarch of the Arabs? Ben.
Isaac?
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Cooper?
Cain.
It would be Ishmael. An American engineering marvel, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge connects Brooklyn, New York to which neighboring island? Henry?
Long Island.
That is incorrect. Cosby? Ben?
Manhattan?
It's actually Staten Island. The name of physicist Edward Teller is associated with the production of what weapon? Siddharth?
The hydrogen bomb.
That is correct. Weapon of mass destruction. You may need your pencil and paper for this. Completely simplify the square root of 48. Cooper?
8 root 2. 8 root 2.
Cosby? Siddharth?
4 root 3?
That is correct, yes. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value for our teams. Stay tuned to see who will be today's winner and continue on to the next round here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores now as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Cosby High School with 200 points. Our team from St. Anne's Belfield School with 210 points. And in this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, teams, good luck. This is our final toss-up round. What word defines anyone in an order of a group of mammals having two continually growing incisor teeth in each jaw, especially for gnawing wood and similar materials? Ben?
A beaver?
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Harry?
Insect.
They would be rodents. The dark reaction of photosynthesis is also called what cycle? Cooper?
Calvin.
That is correct. Henricus, Midlothian, and Williamsburg are settlements along which Virginia River? Siddharth?
James River.
Correct. Cryptoxanthin and beta-carotene are precursors to what vitamin? Forms? Siddharth?
Vitamin A.
That is correct. Forms include retinol and retinol. What major key signature in music notation has 5 sharps? Ben?
A major?
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Henry?
G major.
It's actually B major. Madame Butterfly and Tosca rate among the most popular of the operas written by what Italian composer? Siddharth?
Puccini.
Giacomo Puccini is correct. The era of music that followed the Renaissance lasted from 1600 to 1750 and comes from a Portuguese word meaning?
Baroque.
Baroque is correct, meaning misshapen pearl. Which two of Santa's reindeer are named for the German words thunder and lightning? Ben?
Donner and Blitzen?
Correct. In Homer's Iliad, Clytemnestra was sister-in-law to Helen as wife of what king of Mycenae? Kate?
Agamemnon.
Agamemnon is correct. The Desert Land Act of 1877 quadrupled the acreage one could claim by spending 5 years developing and living on it. Name this 1862 act. Ben?
Homestead Act?
Correct. The traditional form of this discipline name means wind water. In 1949, Mao Zedong banned practicing what mixture of architecture and astrology that tries to find harmonious arrangements? Ben?
Astrology?
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Cooper?
Zen.
The answer we were looking for is feng shui. After starring in Saturday Night Fever and Grease, what iconic actor scored a career comeback as Vincent Vega in Quentin Tarantino's Ben?
John Travolta?
Correct, in Pulp Fiction. Known as the King of NASCAR, name the 7-time series champ who drove the number 43 STP car. Siddharth.
Richard Petty.
Correct. In which Disney movie does the following line appear? Second star to the right and straight on. Kate.
Peter Pan.
Correct. Straight on until morning. In 1990, L. Douglas Wilder became the first African-American elected governor in the United States. Which state did he serve?
Virginia.
That is correct. Name the number. It's the atomic number of nitrogen and the standard. Cooper.
4.
That is incorrect. Siddharth.
7.
That is correct. It's also the standard pH of neutral solutions. The first U.S. presidential State of the Union address was carried by radio during whose administration? Connor.
Woodrow Wilson.
That is incorrect. St. Anne's? Henry?
FDR.
That was during Calvin Coolidge's administration. In Washington, D.C.'s famous cherry blossoms, they date back to 1912. Mayor Yukio Ozaki of what country? What foreign city presented the D.C. city with cherry trees? Ari.
Tokyo.
That is correct. How many seconds are in 5 minutes? Siddharth.
300.
Correct. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how you can stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Tallwood High School playing against Glen Allen High School.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on here in this season's competition. Ending the game with a final score of 310 points, our team from St. Anne's Belfield. Congratulations and great job today by Henry, Ari, Cooper, and Kate. And good luck with the rest of your school year. Our winners today with a final score of 400 points, our team from Cosby High School. Congratulations to Connor, Megan, Ben, and Siddharth, and we will see you in the next round. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains. Presented by Invest 529. Goodbye.